All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is April 15th. We have a bunch of MLB games to jump into today. And I know these videos are long, so we might as well jump right into it. I'm just going to ask you guys, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, use hashtag ride of the day in the comments if you do have a play that you want me to jump on board with. But as you know, we go through each and every game. I give you my lean, but my final plays will be in the pinned comment. So make sure you guys do drop ride of the day in there, and then also check out that pinned comment throughout the day. Thank you to all of our ballers. You can tell I'm trying to rush through this. We're short on time. We're a little bit late on upload, but thank you to all of our ballers. We'll play the music. We'll drop the sound. Come fly with us. Thank you very much to the ballers on the screen right now, and I do apologize because usually I take my time. I take my time and massage the thanks. And really do show how grateful I am to be in the position I'm in. Small or big, whatever you want to consider it, but we are short on time trying to get these videos out before the MLB, so the ballers will get a proper shout out name by name in the next video. But yeah, guys, let's jump right into it. We got a bunch of games. We got the first set of games on my left here, on your right of the screen, and then we will pop up the latter half of the slate halfway through the video here. But we got the Mets taking on the Diamondbacks here. Mets minus 220 on the money line. I don't necessarily love that. I think that obviously you're looking at a way better Mets team to start the year. They're 5-2. They haven't had their home series yet. Arizona's 2-4, not playing too well. Obviously that would indicate it, but the Mets here, better team, minus 220. I'm off of that money line. What I do like here is the over. Now both these teams seem to trend I guess in the wrong direction in terms of looking at what we want for, you know, hits, runs, anything that would speak to an over. But in their last 5 games against Arizona, the Mets have gone over, or the total of both teams has gone over in their last 7 games. So 5 of those in the last 7, excuse me, I misspoke there. Mets, 5 in their last 7 games against Arizona. Total has gone over. The total right now is sitting at 7.5, so I do like the over in this one. So that is going to be my lean on the game. Make sure to check the pinned comment if it is going to be a final play. Next up, we have the Red Sox, who have made us some money this year. They're 3-3 on the year, but I feel like when we take them, they win, and we're taking them again tonight. Minus 124 on the money line. Total is 10, so that kind of scares me off of it. I don't necessarily love it. If you like the run line, if you like the Red Sox by 2 today, you're going to get great odds at plus 147. But we're going to lean Red Sox here, minus 124. Nick Pivetta on the mound for them, looking to get his first win of the season. Leaning Red Sox here after that comeback win against Detroit, which we're on the right side of. Playing the Twins tonight, they are minus 124 on the money line, and we like it. We're leaning that way. Next up, we have the Pirates taking on the Nationals. Minus 115 to the Pirates here on the money line at home. Looks like 54% of the public is liking Washington in this one. The total is 9, and I'm looking at plenty of trends here. The total has gone under in 12 of Pittsburgh's last 18 games against Washington, and the total has gone under. And just when you look at these trends, I can't even read my own writing here. When you're looking at these trends, I'm seeing a lot of underlines here. So total's gone under in 4 of the last Pittsburgh's last 5 games, played on a Friday, one at home. We dug deep for this one. We're going to be leaning the under. I don't love this one. I can tell you right now, this game probably doesn't make the final plays, but we will lean the over in this, or the under in this one, excuse me. The total's at 9. I don't love that because we've been seeing a lot of 5-4, 6-4 baseball games this season, but I'm going to lean the under in this one, but I don't think it makes a final play. I think that's a contrarian pick. Looks like 70+% is on the over, or are on the over tonight. Next up, we have the Marlins. I'm trying to fly through this, guys, because I know I read the comments of the MLB videos. They're like, dude, stop talking so much. Give me what you're thinking. So doing my best out here, but we got the Marlins minus 125 on the money line. The over under here, the total is 7.5, and you know, that might be a number that just seems like it's too good to be true. I'm going to lean Miami in this one. Lopez on the mound for them. I'm going to lean Miami in this one, minus 125 on the money line. I don't like the run line here, but both these teams have not played too well, but Miami at least is undefeated at home, albeit it's 1-0 at home, but they are undefeated at home, and Philly is 0-1 on the road here. So I'm going to lean Miami in this one. Coming off of that win to Arizona. Was it yesterday, the day before? I think it was yesterday. But we're also going to take a peek at the over just because that's such a low number. Next up, we have the Orioles, plus 175 at home on the money line against the Yankees. Simple for this one. Montgomery on the mound for the Yanks. Lyles on the mound for the Orioles. Neither pitcher really has looked good at all, I guess you could say, but I am going to be leaning Yankees, but they are a way better team. Just overall, the Orioles team 1-5 to start the game, and I think their only win was when we leaned against them. I think it was Milwaukee they played maybe a week ago or so. So we're going to lean Yankees in this one. Fairly simple. I don't love this game in terms of the run line. I think you're getting bad odds at, you know, Yankees pull this game off by 2. You're getting minus 135 on the run line, so don't necessarily love that, but that would probably be my play if I do go on this game. I am going to take the, you know, I don't want to end up paying $2.10 on the dollar or anything like that. Like, no. We're going to go run line if we do go this game, so keep that in mind. Next up, we have the A's, who seemingly are shocking me, at least, against the spread here on the run line. They're 5-2. They're 4-3 to start the year. Toronto also 4-3. The A's still yet to play at home. They're plus 165 on the money line, and I like the odds here. Might even sprinkle a little bit on the run line. You're getting minus 120 odds at plus 1.5. So I'm going to lean Oakland in this one. I think they've surprised me a couple times, coming off of 2 wins to Tampa Bay, and really a series when they take 3 out of 4 against Tampa Bay, and Toronto loses 2 of 4 against New York there. So I'm going to lean the A's here in this one. Plus 165 on the money line. For whatever reason, I do really like that. All right, next up we have the Guardians. I'm getting better at saying that. It's the Guardians. Taking on the San Francisco Giants. Guardians at home plus 130. Another team that seemingly is making us money this year. The Guardians now 4 wins in a row. Kansas City twice and Cincinnati twice. San Francisco coming off of 2 wins to San Diego. In terms of records, it's 4-2 to start the year apiece. On the mound, we have Plessic and Rodden. I do like the over in this one. Again, the total set at 7.5, and that's just another one where at the beginning of the year, I think that, bats could be flying, defense could be still figuring it out. I'm going to lean the over in this one, but also lean the Guardians. That's 2 underdogs we've pulled out in a row. But let's jump into the second half of the slate here, guys. Hopefully you don't mind me talking a mile a minute. I understand it, but we're trying to get through these games and get this video out. Again, we're kind of recording a little bit later than normal. The NBA video took a lot more research and a lot more time than I thought it would earlier, so it prolonged everything for the MLB. But we're starting it off here on the second half with the White Sox taking on the Rays. White Sox 123 on the money line. On the run line here, plus 157. I could see this game going over as well. It's a total of 8. I could see this being a 5-4 game very easily. Tampa Bay got rolled by Oakland. We get that. They really didn't show much of a scoring output. But the Chicago White Sox did up until that last game against Seattle when they lost 5-1. We were not on the wrong side of that one. We've been taking Chicago and it's been working hard. I think we're going to lean Tampa Bay in this one, though. I do think that, when they get spanked around and slapped around by a team like the A's, who really did surprise that series, I think they're going to come back in their next series, which is today, and all of a sudden say, you know what? Let's try and bounce back here. So I like the Rays as an underdog. 3 underdog picks in a row now. I like the Rays as an underdog on the money line. Definitely not on the run line. Minus 170 odds there as you're getting a 1.5. I don't like that. But plus 113 on the money line here. And then also I like the over just because it's a low number. Next, we got the Rangers, plus 102 at home, taking on the Los Angeles Angels here, and we may be looking at yet another underdog. This Rangers team coming off of a win yesterday, 10-5. Nothing showed that this LA team can really keep up with Texas. They're 1-5 straight up in the last 6 games against Texas. Texas has LA's number. We're going to be leaning the Rangers here as Bush is on the mound for the Rangers. Plus 102 odds. We have a lot of money line plays tonight, but sorry, but we're leaning Texas there, plus 102. All right, Royals taking on the Tigers here. Royals minus 130 taking on Detroit. I thought Detroit had the Red Sox by the balls last game that they played against them. They blew it. They did bounce back from that, get a win against the Royals here in this one, 4-2 last night. And I think that they do something similar there too. But I could see this being a hard-fought game. I don't like either side of this if I'm really peeling back the curtain and being completely honest. So I'm gonna look at the total in this one, and I'm seeing a lot of under trends. Now the total's only 8, and I've said multiple times during this video that I think that's a very manageable number and everything like that. So this kind of goes against what I've said about just playing the number earlier in the year. But the total's gone under in 4 of Detroit's last 6 games. It's gone under in 9 of their last 13 games on the road, and it's gone under in 4 of their last 6 games when playing on the road against Kansas City. Kansas City, on the other hand here, 5 of their last 5 games against Detroit, under. And then under in 4 of their last 6 games when playing at home against Detroit, kind of what we just said on the flip side there. So we're going to be leaning the under in this one, which is kind of crazy because it's only 8 points, or 8 points. Look at me speaking basketball. 8 runs here, so it's tough, but I am going to be leaning the under in this one. That's going to be my lean. Next up, we have the Brewers hosting the Cardinals. Brewers 148 here, minus 148 on the money line. The Brewers kind of have shocked me a little bit. When we've taken them, hasn't seemed to work out. They did catch the dub against St. Louis, yesterday 5-1. I think that they repeat that. Nothing on the over for me. I don't have any opinions on that. The line right now is at 8.5, but I don't mind Milwaukee on the money line at minus 148. All right, we got the Rockies taking on the Chicago Cubs here. Rockies minus 115, and a good start to the year for them, for both teams, I should say. 4-2 both there, and on the run line they're 4-2 as well. You know, when they're supposed to win, they're playing. The Cubs are 6-2 straight up in the last 8 games. Colorado 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games. These two teams are playing some damn good baseball. On the mound we have Marquez and Stroman. I like the under in this one. The total is 10. Total's gone under in 5 of the Cubs' last 6 games on the road. 4 of the last 5 games when playing on the road against Colorado, meaning 4 of the last 5 when the Rockies are home against the Cubs, and also 8 of their last 10 home games for Colorado has gone under. You have a double-digit number here. I really do like this one, so I'm going to be leaning the under. These are 2 good baseball teams, so I'm not really going to split hairs and try and pick who I think is going to win this one on the money line. I would lean Chicago just because I really do like Stroman. I'd lean Chicago as an underdog. Don't totally need that play, so I'm going to be really looking at the under here versus any sort of straight-up pick in this one. And that probably is going to be a final play, by the way. So that's one, you know, I ask you guys, you know, keep an eye on the pinned comment and everything like that. That is one where I'm most likely putting a 1-unit final play on that game. In the under. Next up, the Padres taking on the Braves. Padres minus 110 here at home. The Braves 3-5 to start the year. On the inverse, Padres are 5-3, getting the win against the Braves yesterday, 12-1. And I do like to see those games where they just absolutely dominate. Atlanta's 1-4 in the last 5 games, 7-2 straight up in the last 9 games against San Diego, however. But you know, I just see that 12-1. It's like, okay, you're either going to go one or two ways. You're either going to bounce back or absolutely crumble. They do have right on the mound tonight, who's 1-0 on the year. I'm going to lean Padres, though. This one's down the middle. I could tell if someone's like, hey, I think the Braves would bounce back from an absolute spanking. I really wouldn't talk you off of that. So I'm telling you guys that I'm leaning the Padres, but I don't think that, you know, I would necessarily talk someone off of the Braves if you guys feel that way. So take that for what it's worth. Next up, the Mariners taking on the Astros. Mariners, even odds here on the money line at home. Astros lost us money last time out. We had them against Arizona. They lose 2-3. Seattle coming off a win to the White Sox 5-1. I like the Astros in this one. Minus 120 here on the road. They're 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games against an opponent in the American League. And, you know, this is just a team that I feel like is going to hit their stride at some point. 4-2 in their last 6 here straight up. So we're going to lean the Astros. Even though they let us down last time out, we're going to lean the Astros minus 120. I think you got good odds there because they're coming off a loss. All right, last game of the night. Before we do that, guys, I'm going to jump in and ask you guys to please hit that subscribe button. I say it in every video, and I feel like I'm begging for it and seem silly for begging for it, but I do want to ask you guys if you do appreciate the videos, and if you do appreciate the grind. I consider myself a baseball dummy, but we're out here trying to get videos out every single day, MLB every single day. There's going to be times in the year when multiple sports are going on, and we're really doing our best. So I do really think that it sounds silly for me to beg of you guys to subscribe, but it's the free thing to do. You hit that like button, it's free as well, and it does a lot for the channel. So if you can find it within your pretty little hearts, make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. But let's continue the last game of the day here. We got the Dodgers taking on the Reds. Pretty simple one for me. Dodgers minus 235 on the money line here. I like the Dodgers in this one. I might be looking at the run line, minus 1.5 here at 120. Minus 120. They're 4-2 to start the year, 1-0 at home as they just beat up on the Reds yesterday, 9-3. Cincinnati doesn't seem like that great of a team, if we're being completely honest, so I'm going to be leaning Dodgers here, probably the run line, minus 1.5. And that's going to wrap it up for the predictions portion of the video, guys. Make sure you use hashtag ride of the day if you do have a play that you guys want me to jump on board with. But we will catch you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.